The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Hamlin. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Able to find Harris, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll run with a big man. This is Adams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. 4th and short, they had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on 2nd down, Hamlin. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 1st down, Adams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. 1st and goal. A good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. A carry for Adams. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made at the 3.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the gun on 3rd down, Hamlin. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense All right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Fighting him off. Rolling to his right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They brought the blitz that time. I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Play action. Now Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Kamara there with a 1st down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Kamara is the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They run on 2nd down with Adams, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Here's the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That's to Fulgham, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. From the gun, it's Wentz. That is caught at the 7. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Wentz now to throw. Eluding, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Operating from the gun, Hamlin. His throw incomplete.
The pass intended for
Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did, because to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A final shot before break. Hamlin. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd.
Will Lutz to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Carson Wentz sacked. A fumble.
We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll run again with Adams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Hamlet, throw left side, complete. That's Black. And down inside the 15 he goes. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on 3rd down, Hamlet, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Catch made by Fulgham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now,
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. That didn't appear to be a designed safety blitz. I think he was just going off instinct.
I love the way you described that because I'm thinking along with you. I'm not sure that was designed that way, but he saw an opportunity, gambled a little bit, and made it pay off.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running with Kamara. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
Again, here's Adams. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 42. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and pick up the 1st down with Adams. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They run. It's Kamara. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
1st down, New Orleans.
They'll run. This is Kamara. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Again, the ball carrier.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On 2nd down, it's Adams. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Adams. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the 1st, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They remain perfect in this game on 4th down conversion, CD. They're 4 of 4.
And Brandon, it looks like they're taking a lot of chances here, but these are calculated gambles. They feel like they've had something planned, something set based on what they've seen on tape that they can go ahead and exploit.
And out of bounds right around the 20. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Saints add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now Wentz. Forced out to his left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Good for an Eagles.
Wentz to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. Well, fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. That one looks like he'll throw here. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Hamlin. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Back to throw. Hamlin. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 10. A little over 20 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. That catch good for only a couple. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Intended for Travis Fulgham.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
To go.
To throw is Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
The onside kick is recovered by...
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for New Orleans, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't change. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it?